Right, in today's episode, this is going to be telling us whether we are automatic contenders or we are playoff contenders. Because today we have got Everton in the second game of the episode here today, where Everton are currently second in the league and we're only a few points behind them. And we're also 6 points clear of the team just outside of the playoff position. So we are going to be playing this until we are not able to get second place and we're guaranteed playoff. Then we're going to end it there and we're then going to skip ahead to the playoffs if we're in it. Now, we have got a lot going on with this club. We've got a new stadium. If you haven't seen this episode before, what we do is I have no control over certain things. I can put players forward, and then if contracts need to be happen, I can take over and do it. But we have a director of football, and they are the ones that do it all. And the board will do it. I can ask for suggestions to try and grow for it. I have asked for us to have a bigger stadium, which they have granted, but then we generated it up quite quickly to a 22,000 seater stadium. And at the moment, we've got the goodish of the training facilities and everything. So, in today's episode, is all about playing Hull City and Everton. Now, let's get into this. So, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode as well. Everton are going to be playing Barnsley, who we just played, and, well, we played a few episodes ago and beat. But, as you can see here, we're on 67. 61 is Norwich on the outside. Norwich are playing QPR. That is a team, that is a close game that's going to be for that. But we've got Everton later. If Everton lose and we win this game and we beat Everton, we go potentially going up to second. We've already played West Brom and we beat them. So all things are going well for us. Also, Cottrell is out. Blackett is on. Here we go. That song is absolutely stuck on my nut. Make a change for two. Let's go. Sunderland beating West Brom already. 2-0 up inside of 12 minutes. Damn. Hull going long. Good flick on. Is someone defender going to deal with that? Okay. I don't mind if we go long if someone wins it, but we rarely win. Ball, oh, that's a lovely ball. Fosun, Lubin header. Oh, it's wide. But yeah, the reason why we went to a 22,000 seat stadium was for the fact of we had a 2,000 and we were rock bottom and we were not generating match day income whatsoever to help us sustain ourselves for the future. When we expanded the stadium, we moved to Gateshead International Stadium and we were getting waterlogged pitches with that. But not only that, we were also selling it out every single time. We were selling it out and it was doing well for us. Fucking, that is really throwing a spanner in the works here. Hold on while I think. We do need to slow things down now. Yeah. I can't remember where I was. Yeah, Gateshead Stadium. So now we've gone back to our old stadium. They tried to move it to a 4,000 seat and it just wasn't enough. So, but with the perks of the series we're doing, because we got promoted, we can expand the stadium it was going to do it roughly monthly, but we just needed it. So we did an instant upgrade to a 22,000, and look, we're getting 15,000 a week guaranteed here at the moment. We after every game we are getting highest match day revenue or attendance broken, which is perfect for us because it's getting the fans in. We know that in this area where we are, you've got South Shields, Gateshead, you've got Sunderland, you've got Newcastle, you've got lots of clubs around the area we are. And so it's very much of we're not going to be competitive against Newcastle or Sunderland. We're not going to have the sellouts of the 30,000, 40,000 seater stadiums. We need to make sure that this is generational to come. We're not going to be here for that long to do it. But in our minds, if we're going to think about what we're going to do the club for the future, because we could potentially look at this and just go, right, this is just what we're doing. This is a stupid series that we're going to do. In my brain, I look at this like it's real life to a certain extent. You're not going to instantly upgrade a stadium to 22,000. You're not instantly going to upgrade a training ground to a 13 out of 20. What you can do is, what are we going to do to make sure that this club is where it is in the division that we're in, so that if anything happens tragically, that I get sacked or we don't do very well, there's someone who can come in to do it. We want to make sure that South Shields is looked at as one of the biggest, could potentially be one of the biggest club in the Northeast. But we're not going to get there because this club doesn't have the history. So in my mind, I'm creating that history that we could look at. Maybe for the last episode, we skip ahead 10 years and we bring Bobby Munson in for like the 10 years in the future. I release ourselves like I did with the Redden save, where I was resigned and I got Bobby resigned, and we see where his career goes and we see where my career goes in 10 years' time. And then we just see what happens to South Shields once we've done it all. It could potentially be we've sustained this club so much that it works. So who knows? I've also realised as well Everton are losing. Um, and we are in 10 minutes left of the game. Reading are beating Bristol Rovers. Leeds United as well are winning. But Everton losing 2-0 against Barnsley is quite a shock there. Bournemouth beating Sheffield United 2-0. West Brom, I presume, are now winning. But going down to 10 men in the first 27 minutes and slightly be able to come out on top of this is a great thing. And I've waffled on about how my brain thinks of when I do a save like this. It is cool to see. Right. We do get a result with great chances. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy with that to walk away. Right. I think we're away at Everton. I think we're at the Bromley Moor Stadium now, if I'm correct. So without further ado, I'll see you guys there. Right, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, for the final game of the episode here today. And I have just seen that we have never beaten Everton ever. We've played them 4 times and never beaten them. That's great confidence going into this when we don't have a goalkeeper who's injured for the next 2 weeks. Great. Trevor is now suspended for the next 4 games. 3 games, I think it is. And Kamara is out. So, put Cottrell on the bench. Put Longstaff there as well. Right, here we go then. Two can make a change for two in the back of your mind. Right, come on. Let's do this. Antonio Conte, never beaten him as a manager against him. He's playing his traditional five at the back, two defensive midfielders, and three up top. So it's going to be difficult. Right, so at this precise moment, we currently sit 6 points clear of QPR, who are just outside the relegation playoff places. Sorry, so we can afford a slip up, but we also just need to book off playoff place, and then get ourselves ready for the playoffs. Oh, great save by Diaz. Long ball there. Wing heads it down, doesn't get it. A lot of changes for us. It's going to be a bit of a difficult game, I think, because of the amount of changes. But I feel like we could potentially do something in this. That's a lovely ball in. Goal. Offside. Thank fuck. Just keep an eye on QPR. They're playing Barnsley. Rotherham 2-0 up against Watford. You could tell that was going in from the moment that left that man's head. That's a little bit irritating. Ah, a good pass, but now Everton's still on the attack here. We're not closing them down well enough. Look how much space he's got. Good bowling, but good defending. Good win by Kingdom. Good hard. Oh, top. Just can't get anything on target at the moment. Okay. Got to try and rattle them into doing something here. Jesus Christ. Lovely ball in. It's fucking horrible clearance. Giving them opportunity. Open goal 2-0. Where is that 4-3-3 tactic I've used here before? That one. I've spelled it wrong, but it is that one. Okay, so Cottrell. Um, that's better. Come on, then. Come on, Blackie. You can do something. Guts it in. Shoots. It's just fucking wide as well. That was a perfect opportunity for us. We're just not getting anything on target whatsoever. I don't know what it is about Conte's formations, but I have always struggled against the Conte team. Always struggled on this game. I don't know whether it's the game that does it that I struggle when I play against the five at the back, but when I like this, Jesus, off the crossbar. He's wide open in the middle. That pass should have been played about 10 minutes ago. Good control there by Cottrell. Pass it back into Doofus. Gets it back out to Godfrey. Cheadle, long ball in, heads it down, then there's the goal. And Ben gave the second goal. 10 minutes left. Can we get one more goal into this? There's a good set piece play there. And we have gave ourselves a bit of a lifeline. I think that's our first shot on target. Oh, second shot on target. Oh, balls. This is just going to end, not going to end well for us, is it? Unless we do a really good counter attack now. Anderson, game set match to Everton. And there we are now. That is going to be a win now for Everton. Right. Not it. I just don't think automatic is now in the question. But we will do. That's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. We're going to be back tomorrow for more. Where in tomorrow's episode, we will have Blackburn Rovers and Bristol Rovers. And it's just all about us now trying to cement ourselves in the playoffs. So let's make sure we do that with love, with care. My name's been Mark. You guys have been amazing. And peace.